So today I'm working on a little bit of a project here. So it's looking like we're gonna end up buying our bigger mixer here. We've been down with it for a couple weeks now and we really like it. So most likely gonna buy that. So on this old mixer here, this is our old mixer here. I'm just working on taking this tire off here because we got a new one of these tires, and obviously this tire's seen some wear and tear here. So we got a new one of those, so we're just gonna put that on here anyway since we have the tire and we're not really gonna have anything else to use it for once this mixer's gone. So the new tire is right there. So I'm working on, I got this jacked up and I got blocks underneath here so that way we can get this off the ground. Obviously, so it can spin here, but I'm just gonna work on taking the bolts off, and then this rim is real fun. So make it so you can actually get to the tire itself. You gotta take all these bolts off. So that's a bunch of fun. So I'll work on doing that here once we get the tire itself off here. So that way we can get this thing ready to go and trade it in. I didn't really explain it great. So the reason that there's all these bolts here is that this is a split rim. So this is the top part of the rim here, and then this is the bottom part of the rim. So to actually get to the tire, you have to take the rim apart, and you pull the rim apart, and then there's the actual tubes inside of this. And interesting fact about the tires that are on this mixer is that these are old airplane tires. As you can even see, the rim came out that say no airplane tires on roads. So that's always followed exactly to the letter of the law and stuff. But yeah, so I'm just gonna work on taking these bolts apart so that way we can start taking the rim out of here so that way we can put it on the new tire. All the bolts out here now, so I'll probably just, to get the rim pulled apart here, it's kind of hard to lift it up here, especially by myself. So I'll probably just flip the tire and hopefully it should fall out here. That way we can get this half off. I can kind of show you what the inside looks like here of the tire itself. So that half of the rim came out nice, and I had to get a couple bars out here to get the other half out here. But now we can take a look in here. So what we got here in the inside of this tire is there's a little cover here. I'll show you as I pull it out of here, but there's a cover here that kind of covers up the tube itself. The tube's behind this, so that way the tube doesn't get all wrecked from the rim itself. So I gotta pull this out quick, and then once I get that pulled out, then we'll actually be able to see the tube here. So this is kind of what the outer ring looks like here. So the main thing I don't want to do is wreck the tube here, because like we're gonna reuse that for the other side here. So we just gotta work on kind of pulling this out here real quick, the outer piece, and then we'll get the tube out of here too. So I got everything pulled out of this tire here, so now I can work on getting stuff moved out of the way so we can get the new tire there pulled out, so that way we can start putting everything back in that one. And just if you're questioning if this tire was really bad or not, we're only cording about a quarter of the way around the tire, so you know that's mint condition here, or maybe even more. Oh, there goes the chair. But yeah, she's definitely seen better days. So I got the tube in here now and just put a little bit of air in it just to make sure that I don't have it any wrinkled in any way. So let's get working on putting this back in. So the hardest thing about this is, not hard, but just thing you gotta watch is when you put this back through the valve to make sure you don't pinch this off or the valve itself off, so that way when you put air to it and it just busts the valve off. So I'll work on getting that put in, and then we get to work on putting all of our bolts back in. So I finally got this all how I wanted it. That was a pain, to say the least here, because you just don't want to put it in there wrong where you wrinkle something up and you have it come flying out or something breaks. So I'm going to work on getting, so this rim's going to end up coming underneath here, and it's going to be planted here. And then this one will be put on top. So might be a little bit of a struggle because I'm by myself here, because you're gonna have to, I'm probably end up having to get blocks so that way I can lift this up high enough so that way I can get the bolt started and stuff. But yeah, we'll see how hard this is to do here quick. So I got the rim all bolted back together here, and we got the tire back up on the mixer. So I just kind of work on getting the bolts tightened down on it, so that way it's tightened down, and then I can let the jack down. We'll be done with this project. So today, Dad and I are working on a little bit project. As you can see here, we got holes that are clear plastic that are on the side of our barn here. So this is the original plastic that's been on this barn, except for obviously like this sheet right here is newer, and then there's like another sheet down there that's a little bit newer. But otherwise, the rest of this, that's all like a darker green, I guess you'd say, is all original. So that's about 30 years old. So we're just gonna work on replacing these couple of sheets here. There's like 3 sheets worth right here that's broken, and there's like 2 more down there. So I'm up in our lift right now, so I'm gonna start working on taking out all the screws and getting rid of all the junk plastic. And Dad's gonna work on cutting out the sheet lengths we need, because we got like 12-foot long sheets, and this is only like 10 feet 6 inches. So he's just gotta cut them down to the right length, and he'll bring those all up here, and we'll work on getting these put back on. So Duke's up here helping me right now. So we got all the old plastic off over there, and then the new stuff put back on. So right now we're just working on we got all the old stuff off, and we got 1 sheet of good stuff up here we're gonna slap on quick, and then we gotta go grab the other 2 sheets there down there. So we're just gonna work on that, and Roscoe's doing his trot. Once you throw that stuff out,
Any comments about this very lovely day?
off into the sky we go. Maybe. Yeah. So we got that all screwed in there, so this project's done now. So that only took a couple hour and a half, so that worked pretty smoothly.